Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another showing of the Valor Racing League on YouTube. My name is Solidago, and today we have the Solidago 150 at the Kentucky Speedway, brought to you by the Speedway Collective and our Speedway Collective National Series. People who don't know, Solidago is the state flower of the state of Kentucky. So just for anybody who didn't get that reference, there you go. Once again, we have what I believe a 19 car field tonight for the Speedway Collective National Series. At the Kentucky Speedway, like I said, and it's a good one here, and we should be joining anytime soon. We got a late start on the broadcast here tonight, but we should be joining at any minute, any second really. And yep, they're getting here soon. Car field tonight. Excuse me. We had one late entry, mega qualifying run that I missed on my order, and he's now on there. Alright, we should be good to join. Oh, nope, we joined too early. Now we are good to join. We joined a little bit early there. As they go through the pace ups here, we're going to get our start order going as all these drivers have qualified. And our start order ranged from a 30.672 down to a 31.658. And on pole, it's number 66 of Birdster, who I believe that's his second pole of the season in 4 races. Starting P2, Billy Holcomb, new to the league, driving for the number 74 for the Red Eye Racing team. Row 2 brings number 7 of Type Hazard. He's new to VRL, driving for the Montgomery Motorsports team. And outside of him, it's his car owner, Coach Matt. Row 3 brings number 99 of Jason and number 39 of Cyber, who I would watch out for. This is his favorite track. Row 4 brings the number 08 of Ace Strikes and number 92 of Jocko, the Saints Motorsports duo. Row 5 closing out the top 10 here brings number 19 of Brennan and number 68 of NASCAR Extreme. Row 6 brings number 90 Mateo and the number 54 of Koala. Row 7 brings number 44 of Runner Roads, the number 51 of Ride the Tornado. Row 8 brings number 21 of Elv Griggs, the number 89 of Sniper. Row 9 brings the number 13 of Caleb Hunt and the number 38 of CVFD Fireman, the last of our qualifiers. And the guys who did not qualify, starting in row 10, the number 10 of Red Leg and the number 61 of Joker. Should have 2 pace laps here, so these guys should not be going green this time. As once again, Billy Holcomb in the 74 car and Ty of Hazard in the 7. Both these drivers making their first starts tonight. 74 for the Red Eye Racing team and the number 7 for the Montgomery Motorsports team. So those two looking to make an impact tonight as they're already starting second and third. As I'm going to keep an eye on, watch for my guy tonight, other than my, of course, Peach State drivers, NASCAR Extreme, L. Griggs, and Red Leg. This driver right here, the number, so we can get a camera on, number 39 of Cyber K Bionic. This is his favorite track, he says, and he says he's always excited to come to the Kentucky Speedway. Even last season, had a chance to win. So we're going to see what he can do tonight, as we'll be watching him throughout the race. But as we come out of turn 4, Burster in the 66 for the Here to Win esports team, gets us going green, and we are live at Kentucky. There's going to be some troubles on the restart there. One car, the 54 of Quad, did not get going, and he falls all the way back to the top 10. Brennan, the 19, gets loose on the apron. He hits the apron, nearly spins, goes into the wall a little bit. He saves it, though, as they remain in double file for the rest of the pack. But Burster and Ty of Hazard right now run 1-2. As we have Billy Holcomb, that 74 car, falling back to the 4th spot. He did start second, so that will be troubling. I'm starting on that outside, but Jason up at 3rd, trying to go help his Here to Win esports team. As, ooh, 2 cars around. The 13 of Caleb Hunt, 68 of NASCAR Extreme. And that will cause a yellow. We saw them as 3 wide with somebody else on the front stretch. Like that did not work out, but that will be our first caution of the night. And Burster already seemed to have a strong car, but Ty of Hazard, I would watch out for him. He missed the first 3 races, which, with how our league policy goes, if Ty can win a race and show up for the remainder of the races, he is locked into the playoffs. He also must finish above, I believe he must be in the top 16 in standings. So with our, the field of 20 tonight, it won't be very much of a challenge, but see if he can do it. We're back underway here at Kentucky, as looks like nobody up front pit as Burster continues to lead with Ty Hazard second and teammate to Burster, Kilt Like Jason. He's riding in that 3rd spot, now looking for second. We're going to have another yellow. Wow, there's a lot of troubles here at Kentucky. Let's see if we can find the cause of our problem here. Go to the back of the field. Yep, here they are. Seems that the 9 of Coach Matt, 39 of Cyber, 90 of Jocko. Seems they went around right there. That'll bring out our second caution of the night. Backing away here, Kentucky. Burster continues to lead. Jason out to second. Oh, already cars around again. A big wreck in turn 2. It's Caleb Hunt, Coach Matt again, Jocko again, Koala's in it once again. Looks like Cyber K Bionic in the 39 was able to get out of it. But that's our third yellow of the night, and quickly. These drivers are having trouble getting around these 4 turns here at Kentucky, and both aprons can be treacherous. See if we can get this cleaned up here. 3 cautions in a quick span of time. Try to call out the problems here. Burster and Jason will continue to lead the front row, with Billy Holcomb and Ace Strikes now up in the top 2. Ace Strikes won at Dover 2 weeks ago, already locked into the playoffs, so he's looking just to have another solid night, try to win the regular season. We're back underway. Try to keep it on the back half of the field. Ooh, looks like Koala gets into somebody. We might have 1 car almost around. That's a 9 of Coach Matt. They said, oh, alright, Jason. Tie of hazard in half the field. Another major wreck. Coming off of turn 2, and the caution is out once again. Never mind, we stay green. Wow, that was a pretty major incident, and I have a caution. Jason was involved. Who else we got involved in that one? There's 1 car on the wall, and the outside is 89 of Expert Sniper. Oh, 1 car into the inside wall. L. Griggs in the 21. He's able to keep it, trying to keep it low to avoid everybody else. And he does. Nice job of avoiding that. But also involved that Red Leg Racing, the 10 was involved. A lot of good cars in that, but Burster will lead. Billy Holcomb in second. That is Ty of Hazard in third, with MJO in fourth as the main pack. Burster continues to lead. He has stepped out on the rest of the field. The 66 seems to be the car to beat today, as the 74 has fallen back. We have it looks like 51 car might have some problems here. He is very slow off turn 4. Also has some lag issues. Let's try to lag draw back over that as we go to the front of the field. Mateo now will take second. That is Ty of Hazard in third. Now in fourth, we see a great battle going on here for the 4th place position. We can flip to him for 4th. 44 of Runner, 39 of Cyber. Those are teammates. Behind them, you have the 13 of Caleb Hunt and the 08 of Ace Strikes. Oh, 13 a little loose off the corner, saves it. Oh, 1 car loose off of turn 2 into the inside wall. Trying to see who that is. Might have been 68 of Vega there. As we go back to the main pack up here. Runner stuck on that outside. Not really able to go anywhere here as Caleb Hunt will continue to pass. He falls back in line behind the 13. As we see for second, Ty Hazard got by. Oh, we have 3 wide. That's not going to work. Oh, the 9's into the wall. 44 got pushed up into the 9. That's going to send the 9 around. Coach Matt goes around. We were 3 wide, and he got put. 44 got put into him, and that caused him to go around. Oh, the 08, a little contact with the 44. That gets into the 54 of Koala. He is trying to save it, but that will end the stage with Birdster. Winning stage 1 is Koala. Appeared maybe have a disconnect, or maybe just knocked down pit road. We'll monitor that, because he did get knocked down when the stage ended. Success Birdster, though. He will win stage 1. Back underway in stage 2, and it appears that the 54 of Koala did disconnect, so we have lost the 54 tonight. Unfortunately, he had a quick race car. Oh, 1 car, Coach Matt. A little to the inside. Sure gonna get it going. Oh, 1 car, big checkup. 74 and 68 had a little checkup there. A little contact. As MJL will ride in second. Usually looking here, Cyber. On Billboard Cyber here in the 39. This is one of his favorite checks. Oh, 2 cars, 3 cars around in the back. Here's a 21 of L. Griggs. 51 of 28. Looks like he barely got out of it. The yellow is out. 39 of Fireman was involved. 2-car incident brings out the 5th yellow of the night. 10 of Red Leg was also involved, unfortunately. People struggling with turn 2, man. That apron is getting a lot of cars tonight, especially off turn 4. Everybody's loose cars. They're having a lot of trouble tonight. Hopefully we can solve those problems. Back underway here, on board with Cyber K Bionic on the restart. He starts P4 as Burster and 66 will continue to lead with MJO in second, and Ty Hazard once again still third. Cyber falls back to the 5th spot. Unfortunately, starting on that outside, it does cause some problems. For you to lose spots, same as Mateo, where he starts second. He's now going to be back to 4th, maybe 3rd, as the 7 of Ty of Hazard gives a little bit of a bumper to the 6-6 of Birdster, and the 7 will take the lead. Ty of Hazard to the point with Birdster now falls into 2nd, and as Ace Strike's trying to fall through. He's in 3rd with Cyber battling for 4th. As we'll push up a little bit, has let the 90 get the run. Teammate running roads behind Cyber. They're trying to work together to get up to the front. But Ty of Hazard in his first start in the Valor Racing League. He was with us a while ago, back in season 2. Ooh, 1 car around. 89 of Sniper. The 21 of L. Griggs. No yellow. 2-car incident. But Ty of Hazard is putting some space along on the field along with Birdster, as there's a big gaggle of cars for the 3rds on back spots. This is a great battle here. Ace Strike stuck on the outside, alongside, behind the 90 Mateo. He's going to try to fall back in line on the inside. Jason has a push from Coach Matt. That will not happen. Runner also stuck on the outside. The top two continue to put a gap on the field, as Jason will now make his way to third. Cyber and Mateo, they're battling for that fourth spot. Coach Matt and Ace Strikes battling for the sixth spot, with Runner Rhodes sitting there casually in the seventh spot. Cyber trying to get a push from the 9 of Coach Matt. He actually gives him the wrong push, 3 wide for fourth. MJO on the outside. Cyber's going to fall back in line, right in front of teammate in the fourth. Oh, Billy Holcomb goes up the track and loses control. That gets into the 08 of Ace Strikes and causes problems for the 68 of NASCAR Extreme. They both lose a bunch of spots there. I think that made the worst for NASCAR Extreme. He was just minding his own business and got messed up very much there, as Billy's still struggling to save his car. He does, I believe Vegas looked to the NASCAR Extreme to the inside, but that problem gets solved as Coach Matt now up to fourth. Fifth is now Cyber. Teammate Runner looking to the inside, about for fifth between the two Destroyer Motorsports cars. Runner with help from Mateo. Oh, they might be three wide. No, Runner's going to go to the outside. Get a little help from the 39, his teammate. With 19 looking to the inside of 13, he lets off, so they're not three wide. Nice battle still going here. Caleb Hunt to 13. They're three wide now. The 44 puts to 90, three wide. This is for the fifth position. Caleb Hunt on the inside. Runner on the middle, 90 of MJ on the outside. Oh, the 13 pushes up right in front of the 44 into the 90. Still three wide. Still three wide. 3 by 3 behind him. Great racing going on here. Caleb Hunt 13 falls back in line behind the 39 of Cyber. Still trying to save it back there as we have the 92, the 74, and the 19. Brennan trying to make his way through the field with trying to follow Ace Strikes. He is now in that big pack. We'll take our eyes off of this for a little. Ooh, they're still battling hard here. With 08, we'll swirly down the front stretch. So we're circling that outside once again, trying to get, almost getting passed by 08 of Ace Strikes. Brennan trying to follow here. Brennan looking three wide, does not, thinks better of it. Decides to push the 08 of Ace Strikes past the 39 of Cyber K Bionic. But as these two guys continue to battle, we're going to go back up front to our front two. Ty of Hazard continues to lead in a very impressive first start of the Valor era. Remember, he was with us for a few races back in Season 2 of the Valor, Season 1 actually, back in Season 1 when we were first started off as the Midnight Broadcasting Network. Ty of Hazard ran with us for a few races and did a phenomenal job. Was not able to race for his schedule, but now he's back driving the number 7 car for the Montgomery Motorsports team that is owned by Coach Matt. And remember the rules for our league: if you are able to run 12 of the 15 races for the regular season and finish at the top 16 in standings, your winning in counts. If you're able to win, you're into the playoffs. So for Ty of Hazard, if he's able to show up for the rest of the races and make it in the top 16 in standing, which he has a long way to go, he has passed about 10 other race cars, he can make the playoffs. And if he can win tonight at Kentucky, as he is showing a lot of speed, battling with the two guys who've almost been dominant this season when it comes to speed, Burster and Jason, 66 and 99, he will lock himself into the playoffs with the stipulations counting. So a lot on the line for Ty of Hazard and the Montgomery Motorsports team. As Coach Matt won last week, that team trying to make it 2 in a row for that team. Burster and Jason now bumper to bumper. Jason has caught. He's caught Burster, so fantastic drive by the 99 of Jason. But now he's trying to push his teammate in the 66 to Ty, and them two are going to try to work together. As Coach Matt, watch out for him as well. He has driven up to this pack of 3. And look at this, Jason to the outside of his teammate. Here, Jason trying to make the pass on Burster. Jason must think he has a faster race car, and it would show. That does end stage 2 with Ty Hazard claiming his first stage win and his first set of playoff points for the VRL Speedway Collective National Series. Burster P2, Jason P3, Coach Matt P4. Go to the rest of the field here. It appears we had Runner Rhodes in P5, Caleb Hunt P6, Billy Holcomb P7, Cyber P8, P9 belonging to BBS Brennan, and P10 to H Strikes claiming the final set of stage points. But I'm most impressed with Ty Hazard here. He is at a fantastic race in his first race. Qualified on, I believe he qualified P3, and has shown out in that number 7 car for the Montgomery Motorsports team. So we're going to watch out for him. Of course, the two Here 20 Esports cars that are running up front, Burster and Jason. Keep an eye on Coach Matt. And I'm still going to keep an eye on that 39 of Cyber K Bionic. He loves this track, as he said before. So anything worse than the top 5, I think he'll be disappointed with. But we'll see. Ty Hazard released back to green for stage 3. And here we go. Into turn 3, the 66 gives a little bit of a bump to the 7 of Ty Hazard. Burster to the inside of Ty, with the 99 of Jason following. If Ty can slip in here, that would be best. Or he might try to ride the outside and get around the high side off of turn 2. The other car on the outside behind him is the number 9 of Coach Matt, his car owner slash teammate. Oh, one car loose off of turn 2, Runner Rhodes, and he goes back into his teammate, a 39 of Cyber K Bionic, and that gets a bunch of the field, with a few cars avoiding it. The 61 of Joker Smoker is involved. 21 of El Griggs seemed to avoid it as well. Also involved in 19 of Brennan. The 44 of Runner got loose in turn 2, hit the apron. That will be another caution. That apron's very treacherous for a lot of guys tonight. Back on our way, Burster will take us to green. A little contact, Jason in the 7, make a little contact, rub some doors, that sends a 7 to the 3rd line on the track. He falls back to 4th. Coach Matt and Ty now side by side for the 3rd position. Burster will lead here coming off of turn 4. As look at this gaggle of cars here. Runner Rhodes and Brennan right in the middle of it. One car on the apron, 61 Joker Smoker. Once again, another car in the turn 4 apron. That has been a very big problem for a bunch of guys tonight. Turn 2 and turn 4. Been a big problem. Almost, I believe we almost got about 5 cautions because of that. So, hopefully the guys will continue. We've gotten a little better of it, but hopefully the guys will continue to do a better job of that. We got battle for the lead. Jason, the 99, to the inside of his teammate. Jason to the inside, 3 wide. Coach Matt looking for moves for the lead, trying to win 2 in a row here tonight. Coach Matt to the inside of Jason. I believe Matt led that lap. He has help from his teammate in the 7 of Ty, and Matt's going to wash up a little bit. That lets Ty of Hazards go to his inside, 3 wide for the lead. Jason on the outside. Jason falls line behind Matt. Oh, a little contact. Ty to the inside, help from Mateo, the 90. Side by side for the lead. Ty's going to clear him. 7 to the lead again. 8 strikes now. 7-7 Matt for the 3rd spot. Burster and Jason stuck back there. They're trying to work their way to the front. 7-7 for 3rd. 8 strikes. Trying to look low on the 9 of Coach Matt. See the outside line. Gets the advantage on entry. If you can exit the pass, yeah, he's going to end up making the pass. Looks like a little contact though. That'll slow his run down. Coach Matt clears A strike. A strikes for a little bit there. Bursting out of his inside. Ty of Hazard and the 90 of Mateo. They're pulling away now. On board with Red Leg here. He is right in the middle of this pack. Red Leg behind Jason. He knows Jason has a fast car. If I was Red Leg, I would for sure follow him. Red Leg maybe got the bumper in the 99. No, he did not. Trying to get a push from Runner Road. Trying to work away on the inside. 8 strikes on the high side. Help from Billy Holcomb in the 74. And they clear all of them as that pack has once again caught Mateo and Ty of Hazard. They have single filed out. Birdster being followed by the 9 of Coach Matt. Behind them, the 92 of Jocko, it appears. The sponsorless 92 of Jocko. Might be a little practice mode mishap. Ooh, 8 strikes. Goes way high. They had some contact there. Him and Runner both. They're trying to work everything out here. Most field is single filed out now, so we got some laps under our belt here. As I say, that Vega NASCAR Extreme goes to the inside of Fireman. As we go back up front, Tire Hazard in the 7 has pulled away, with Burster being pushed from by the 9 of Coach Matt. Mateo has fallen back to the 4th spot. He follows. Mateo looking to the inside of Coach Matt for the 3rd spot. Not going to happen. He will fall back in line. Burster's trying to pull away from the 9, make work on the 7 as we have someone come up in a lap car. Leaves at the 61 of Joker Smoker after his apron incident there off of turn 4 to start stage 3. Runner Rhodes dives to the inside of Jocko there for the 5th spot. He makes it. We're a little slide job action there, actually. That is not Runner, excuse me. We are having trouble keeping up with people. That was Jason, it appears, in the 99. Ooh, 10 of Red Leg gets into the number 92 of Jocko a little bit there. 61 Douglas has to make his way down pit road. Back up front, Ty of Hazard putting on an impressive show here tonight. Putting a gap on the guys who usually dominate this thing when it goes green to Burster, Jason, Coach Matt, guys like that. Put on a heck of a show for that number 7 team, his first race. And this is just impressive. His first start, usually we've talked to guys and they've had some jitters a little bit. When they come into the series, his first start jitters, of course, enjoy a new league, a lot of new people. You can get a little nervous, but Ty has to come out here and he's battled with the best of the best in the Speedway Collective National Series that we have to offer here at the Valor Racing League. And he has put on a heck of a show. As we see now, it appears a bunch of cars starting to pit. Coach Matt Mateo, they ride 3rd, 4th. Jason rides 5th. Very spread out, though. Very clean race. That's what we like to see when it gets all spread out here. But we have a nice pack here still battling. 39 Cyber leads it. Brennan now makes it 3-3. What heck of a pass by Brennan there. Makes pass on the 44 of a runner. The 74 Billy Holcomb with the 13 of Caleb Hunt following. Caleb Hunt having a great race today for himself. Number 13, that is the other Here to Win Esports entry, the one we usually don't talk about, along with the number 5 of Chasing You, who is not here tonight. Easy E in the 78 could not make it tonight, unfortunately. I believe it's the first league race Easy E has ever missed in his career. And we said that because Easy E is a very committed guy, but this Here to Win Esports car is doing very well tonight. It's Caleb Hunt, like we said. He's moved into the what appears to be the 7th spot, which would be a career best for him at the Valor Racing League between his 2 seasons. He's trying to make it count tonight. Trying to get some out, but these guys are about equal speed, and with the low draft, which is I'll note on this here in a second. With the low draft, these guys are so equal that the draft's barely keeping them. The draft's not really doing anything. These guys just step out. Oh, one car inside wall. It sounds like 13 of Caleb Hunt, as we just spoke on him, looking for his season best. He's lost a ton of spots there, about 5, and he will fall back during the 13th position. So unfortunate there for Caleb Hunt. And as I was just saying, the low draft here is keeping these guys who are about the same. They're about the same speed. They're right with each other battling. But the guys, look at the front here. As, like I said, we have a battle now for the lead. Burst looking to the outside of Ty Hazard. Ty gets loose. Actually, that might be, yes, that is a pit signal. Here's the 7 of Ty Hazard is pitting. That is usually the universal pit signal for the NASCAR Heat Games. Just dive down to the apron, and no, it must have just got really loose there, and he fell in line by the 60 to Burster. So Burster takes the lead. But I will point out the draft here. The reason that I believe that the reason these guys are so spread out is we run low draft here for the 1.5 miles and these super speedways being Michigan, Indianapolis, Pocono, etc. We're not talking about Talladega, Daytona. Those two we run normal draft, but for those tracks like Kentucky, we run low draft, and that's the reason I think you're seeing guys spread out so much when we go green. You see these guys 7 and 6-6 now battling again. 7 of Ty Hazard to the inside gets a heck of a run, and he goes to the point once again. These guys very equal on speed, but the draft just keep them there enough to where they can battle it very hard. There's 21 of L. Griggs. I believe he already pit, or it just got lapped, but no matter what, he is a lap down. And right now, letting these guys go. I believe he already pit, because he is actually catching these guys, looking to pass. But if I'm Griggs, you're in a tough spot. You know you're faster. You know you can pass them. But you really don't want to mess with this lead battle. So he's looking, he might just ride in line. Burster gets loose off the corner, has to check up at 21 with a heck run off the corner. He's going to have to look to his inside. That is not for position. 21 of L. Griggs has already pit. And, overdrives the corner there. As Burster comes down pit road, a little bit of trouble. Burster spins out on the pit lane. The 66 of Burster spins out, loses it, and that will cost him a chance of a win if this thing goes green. Unfortunate events for the 66 of Burster, who had a heck of a car for tonight's event. And that might just loop between about 3 drivers if we try to find tie of hazard here. The close drivers in were the 90 of Mateo, the 9 of Coach Matt, and the 99 of Jason. So this now became a great battle between 2 cars. At most, we will have 3, and we might even it might just be tie of hazard's race to lose now, as he has a heck of a lead over the 90 of Mateo, or the 99 of Jason, excuse me, as we saw he's coming down pit road. I believe we saw the 9 and 90 both pit. Coach, as a lot of cars also pit in runner roads. Billy Holcomb, Cyber, he brings it down pit road. Joker Smoker pits again. As 19 of Brennan, he'll be very cautious coming onto the pit lane. As we see, tie of hazard pits. Jason pits. As for Sniper, he brings his Chevrolet down pit road. Tie hazard pit, seeing if he got a pit penalty. No, he should be good. Trying to see who this leader is. 10 of Redleg also just pit. 13 of Caleb Buns, we said he has pit. Coach Matt, Mateo, look at the top cars who have already came out. As another, there's the 7 there. So you know, Ty Hazard had a great pit stop. He'll come up back in the lead. Mateo Pierce second. As right now, Caleb Hunt, the 13, was the leader. As we mentioned, it appears he pit. Yes, he pit a few laps ago. He was your leader, so it leads some laps when we try to get a caution. I said he was the leader, trying to see. He might have been the last car, as 51 of Tornado actually is your leader at the moment. He has yet to pit, trying to pull a caution for that number 51 team. Or hoping to pull a caution, not trying to pull a caution out, trying to find his car. Here's Tornado. He, as we said, he gives up the lead and will make his green flag pit stop. He was able to lead about 2 laps there in the 51 car. That is also for the Montgomery Motorsports team. And with that, that is the final car to make their pit stops. And with that, assuming you lead once again, the number 7 of Ty of Hazard. And he has a 3-car pack trying to catch him. That is the, as we go back to those guys, as the number 90 MJO looking for a great run tonight. You have the number 99 of Jason, who just made a pass, the number 9 of Coach Matt. And you see Burster, who's spin on the pit lane. If you look back on your screens, you can see him when he comes off of turn 2 from the back cam of Mateo. And there he is, that white car far off in the distance as we go to him. Here there he is, right there at 16 Burster, running in P5, right from the 44 to runner roads. He has a very fast car. Maybe he can make his way back to the front. These guys, Billy Holcomb, Brennan, Cyber. I mentioned Cyber. This is his favorite track. He's very confident in his abilities, and it shows. He ran the National Series race here last season, had a fantastic run, and ran with the likes of Bags 475, Diesel Rothgeb, and Titans 312. A bunch of our Cup Series guys who ran Xfinity at the time. Right now runs in what I believe is the 9th position right now. That is a good run nonetheless, but I know Cyber, he is pretty hard on himself when it comes to tracks like this. He's probably going to look to try to get it at least in front of the 3 cars in front of him, maybe get a P6 finish. Burster, who has a very fast race car, passing him will be a bigger challenge, but he has about the same cars, same type of cars as the 3 in front of him. Same as Billy, same as Runner, his teammate, and same as Brennan, so we'll see if he can get that done. But he's having a fantastic run nonetheless. P9 of 20. So looking for Cyber. He'll have a nice solid top 10 to go home to when this race closes out. If it goes green, we'll see what he's able to do though. Anything can happen. We could have a caution. He could stay out, win the race. Who knows? But at the moment, he's looking around the P9, the 9th position, maybe saving his stuff as the car's from him in battle. As he has a set, he is right now 3.6 seconds ahead of 10th place Caleb Hunt. So if this goes green, he is a locked 9th place finish or better. So we'll see what happens here. As Billy Holkman is 74, he's looking to pass the number 66 of Burster. Those two battle up ahead as we are on board with 39. Now looking to be on board with the 19 of Brennan here. Those two are side by side. Burster washed the track a little bit there. Battle for 5th, heats up. Billy Holcomb on his outside. That's for the Red Eye Racing Team once again. As we should be coming to 15 to go for these drivers. Billy goes a little too high there. Burster's able to get the advantage into 3, and coming out of 4 he does. Brennan now looks to the inside. Does not have the momentum to get there. He will stay 7th. Runner looking to the inside here. Runner Rhodes in the 44, the inside. Oh, he washes up a little bit. Has to let off a bunch there to not get into the 19. He has the courtesy. Lets off a lot there. Brennan stays straight. Cyber now looking to pass him. He holds off as the teammates try to work their way back to this pack here. Those two teammates as they look behind. 44 and 39 for the Destroyer Motorsports team. That team is leading the Owners' Championship at the moment. That is how owners' points are calculated for anybody that does not know. The finishing orders for both Cup and National Series get totaled up, and that becomes their owners' points tally. Stage points do not apply to owners' points, and there's no playoff points, of course. So, based off of finishing order is how owners' points goes. Around the Destroyer Motorsports team, by that, have finished the best this season when it comes to Cup and National Series racing. Those guys very proud of their efforts, as in Cup they have the number 9 of Big Destroyer. They have the 88 of Celtics with that, and I believe the 44 of Runner Roads. That is, those guys get owners points for those drivers. Oh, the 66 there. He got a little big contact with the 74, moved him up the track because we were just talking about the Destroyer Motorsports team. C6 lets off, appears to give him the position. That's usually the courage thing. If you know you make a mistake, you give them back the spot. So if that's the case, great job by Burster there, giving him back his position. As you now have Brennan looking to the outside of Burster, trying to get the draft off the 74 of Billy Holcomb. And Brennan will fall back in the line. We're going to go back to our top 4 drivers here. As here is this 3-car pack, 2nd through 4th. Jason leads this pack. He's right now in P2. Another great run for Jason. P3, Coach Matt, last week's winner at Atlanta, showing he has a ton of speed on the 1.5s. With Mateo, MJ on the 90, he runs P4, but we look to our leader. These guys will be coming off 2, and the 7 of Ty Hazard, middle of the backstretch. So he is putting on a heck of a show as he's coming up to the lap to 51 of Tornado, the 21 of Griggs. 21 of Griggs lets him go, goes below the apron. Very nice job by him. The 51 of Tornado goes above, almost near the wall as Griggs comes down pit road. 21 making another pit stop. Ooh, one car loose. 38 of Fireman, solo spin on the back stretch. Nobody gets involved. Should not be a yellow. Try to get a better view on that, see if anybody was able to collect it in that. And, ooh, he got back off track. Okay, good. We caught the 10 of red leg there just in time. And still car spin. Fireman kept off the main racing line, so fantastic job by him. But with that, Ty Hazard will continue to lead. As we, at the moment, should have, when Ty comes across our finish line, we should have 6 laps to go if this thing goes caution-free, which it has for Stage 3. So fantastic job by all 20 of these drivers. Ty Hazard will pick up his first win in his first start of the season. If he does that, and once again, if he completes the stipulations, which means he has, because he missed the first 3 races, he has to show up for every race on out, and if he's able to reach the top 16 in standings, he will lock himself into the playoffs. As we now have, when he comes back around, he'll have 5 laps to do so. As we're going to look back for the time being, we've got a great battle for the 3rd position. Coach Matt, second, 3rd, 4th. Coach Matt looking to take the spot from Jason. Jason takes it back. Mateo in 4th, trying to battle these guys as well. Continue to battle as we now have 3 laps to go. Billy Holcomb right now rising to 5th position, his first start of the season for the Red Eye Racing team. Right now running in P5 and has a bit of an internet issue in front of him. Rather Tornado struggling with some connection issues, big lag, but he gets out of the way. Fantastic job by him. As we now come to 2 to go, if I'm not mistaken. Ty Hazard, once again, a very impressive run. It's dominated today in Stage 3. Should have, this might be the white flag. My ticker might be off. Let's see if it is. Once again, we've had our tracker's been wrong the past 2 weeks. We'll see. Off of turn 4, Ty Hazard has a clean run. And we have 1 to go. Oh, once again, that's 3 weeks in a row that it is wrong, but 1 to go, brought to you by Speedway Collective. Ty Hazard looking for his first win in the VRL era, his first win ever for the league in just his first start of the season for the Montgomery Motorsports team. That team looking to make it 2 in a row, as Coach Matt won last week at Atlanta. Off of turn 4, a nice clean run. The number 7 car from Montgomery Motorsports brings it home to the win, and through the grass, Ty Hazard gets it done at Kentucky. We had a great battle for second there. Appears that Jason got second. We're going to get the order here as we'll speak to our top 3, and that was a very close battle for that top 3 at the last spot to get interviews. Try to get that here as we are struggling to get the order. as usual. Ty Hazard first, Jason second, Coach Matt edges Mateo for third. He beat him by quick math here, 24 thousandths. It's a great battle there. Billy Holcomb is first start. He gets a P5. Sixth for Birdster, who spun on a pit road, had a race-winning car. Seventh is Cyber, able to work his way. Nice job for him. Eighth, Runner Road to ninth, Brennan. 10th, Caleb Hunt. And 13, great finish by him. So all three here to win esports cars got into the top 10. If I'm not mistaken, both... Oh, we forgot Fireman, so Destroyer Motor not able to do that. We'll try to get the rest of the finishing order here. So we'll speak to our top three. Red Leg Racing in 11th, Ace Strikes 12th, Jocko 13th, NASCAR Extreme 14th, Ecker Sniper 15th, Tornado 1 lap down in 16th, El Greg 17th, 2 laps down, Fireman then 18th, 2 laps down, 19th, I believe that was the... Trying to get that. 19th was the 61 of Joker Smoker, 4 laps down, and 20th lagged out, Koala 54, 78 laps down. Fast lap of the race belonged to Kill Like Jason, a 30.619, a blistering lap time there. We'll speak to our top three. So we'll have Ty Hazard, Jason, and Coach Matt speak. That means we'll be interviewing the number 9 of Coach Matt, last week's winner at Atlanta. Brings his number 9 Chevrolet Camaro home in a P3, a nice solid P3 after his win last week. Coach Matt, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Slade. What's up?
All right, Coach Matt, fantastic run tonight. A third-place finish, backing up your win at Atlanta, showing you have incredible speed on these 1.5 miles. Tell us through your race.
Well, I mean, I would have definitely preferred P1, but having a teammate get it, especially one that I met today, is pretty awesome. I mean, when I was talking to people needing to pick up a third Xfinity guy, they told me it was solid, but golly, they didn't tell me it was that good. But yeah, I mean, the racing, especially in that last stage, was super clean. I know it was me, Jason, and Mateo fighting real hard for that second spot. Um, But yeah, I mean, just a ton of fun tonight. The racing definitely improved. I know it was a little rough there in the first stage with some incidents, but like I said, once we got going and got spread out, the racing was really clean.
I mean, you said you were told that Ty was really good. Didn't know he was that good. And this is a trial and error process with our how we do our waiting list. If you ask to be on our waiting list, we put you on there. How we think you are, like just if we know you from how we hear from other people, we put you on different sections. And Ty was on our Xfinity series list for be put on Xfinity, and it appears we might have made another mistake with that. He went out there and dominated the Xfinity field, which nonetheless good for him. But that's looks like you got the best deal of our system there for getting drivers. But once again, like I said, first place lets we get Atlanta locked into the playoffs if you run the rest of the races and get top 16 in the standings, which it looks like you will. And now third at Kentucky after a strong run, especially with Ty now winning for your Montgomery Motorsports team. How's the momentum going? You run the Cup race tomorrow in the 43 car, and your team's having picking up momentum, just clicking as you had Max Boost win at Dover a few weeks back. How's your team chemistry and how's everything going as you guys are just keep winning races?
I mean, 3 in a row. I mean, if you would have told me at any point in the season that we would have won 3 in a row, as a collective team with, Cup Xfinity, I thought you were crazy. But Yeah, I mean the team just in general. I got a really good group of guys. I hate it for Tornado. He had a pretty good piece underneath him tonight, but the lag issues, and he knew that he was lagging, so he made sure to stay out of people's way. But yeah, I mean bringing Ty on board, he clicked right away. Like I said, we got to talking about 30, 45 minutes before the race. I mean, I reached out to him, earlier in the day whenever I found out I was losing an Xfinity driver. But as far as chemistry, like I said, I mean, the Cup guys with me and Taddy and Max Boost and McLovin, we all communicate really well, and then we transfer that over to our Xfinity group with Tornado and now Ty. So it's as a group we've worked really well. We've meshed really well. We enjoy each other's company and are constantly bouncing set up ideas and things like that off each other, and it's paid off and it's worked out really really well.
That's been the story, actually, when I asked you this as well. That's been the story for your team. When we were picking drivers, we had an idea on how good McLovin was. And when I mean we, admins at VRL, didn't really know much about him. I've raced him back on Heat 2, but didn't know much about him on the Heat 5, Heat 4. When the game took a big change, and he came out there and almost dominated, ran with Birdster, guys we expect to dominate Xfinity, or the National Series, excuse me. So you got to steal off of McLovin. And now Ty. So you've been you might have had the draft of the year for season 4 with your team.
Oh, for sure. And like I said, whenever McLovin's a friend of mine. I mean, we race together all the time, and whenever I saw he was dual roster, I didn't want to take the chance of maybe else picking him up just because I know how talented he is, and so I mean, I took him in the second round. I didn't hesitate. I picked him before I picked some full time Cup guys. Um, and of course, Taddy's a really good friend of mine too, and so I'm surprised he fell to me because how talented he is. So I think some of the relationships that I've built in the different league races and things like that, the different communities have really helped me get to know a lot of guys, and thankfully I was able to pick up a lot of dudes that I knew. I think the only one that I didn't know going into this season was Max Boost, and I feel like we hit it off pretty well. And
That's a given.
just,
Yeah.
he's just the type of guy he is. He's a great guy and also super talented. So yeah, I mean definitely no complaints from my camp, and had a really really good draft and just a really good group in general.
For sure. And Coach Matt, we will see you tomorrow night on back in Atlanta. Actually, we were not able to race last Tuesday for the PSN issues, but back in Atlanta as you're able to win in the National Series. Do you think you can get 2 in a row, or go back to back Atlanta, if you will?
Dude,
Not really 2 in a row.
if I'm even in contention, I'll be happy. I mean, I'll take a top 10, a top 5. I mean, I feel like I've got a really good car underneath me, better than what I brought to the Xfinity race, just because I've been working on it. So if I can get up there and contend with you pro leaguers, man, I'll be ecstatic. So.
For sure. Hey, you might be beating me. I might not be that strong tomorrow. But as Coach Matt, driver number 9 Chevy Camaro in the National Series, driver number 43 Chevy Camaro in the Cup Series. You'll see him tomorrow night. Congrats on your 3rd place finish.
I appreciate it.
Probably the longest 3rd place interview we ever had, but there were a lot of stories surrounding Coach Matt today. As like I said, his driver he just picked up earlier today. He was able to go get 2 top 3s in a row in the 1.5s, and has a race tomorrow in a Cup Series where he run the National Series. So usually, like I said, 3rd place interviews are usually not that long, but when you have many stories as that, we make exceptions. Now we go to our 2nd place finisher. We're speaking with him 2 weeks in a row, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even more than 2 weeks in a row. But Kill It Like Jason, number 99, you got a copy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If I could find your car, who is your driver? Josh Kalicki.
You're actually underage. You can't get my car.
What do you mean? I got insuranceking.com.
Nah, it's another car too.
All right. Well, the stream saw the insuranceking.com number 99, so I will ignore your comments. But Jason had a great run today. Once again, fast as always. Your teammate Birdster had some troubles getting off, which plagued him to a P6 finish. But once again, very fast car. Great qualifying effort, and backed it up with a top 2 finish. Walk us through your race.
Really wanted to start out qualifying the pole, try to get 3 in a row, but just messed up the qualifying run. I had the 5th all-time fastest car, so I knew I'd have a car here. So I basically made some changes to the race. Too tight, really, to begin. 2nd stage, got put into the wall, so he went to the back, worked all the way back up. 3rd stage, just didn't have enough for that 7 car, man. Just no luck at all, but I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, really.
Yeah, once again, like I said, almost had your third pole in a row, and another top three finish. Speed seems to be the name of the game for the Here to Win esports team, as ran by Mark RPM. You guys have had a lot of speed throughout the season. You backed it up with a few wins. Burster won at Auto Club season opener. And you're still looking for your first win, if I'm not mistaken. But the speed's there. You guys know the speed's there. How's your team going? I asked the same question to Matt. You're one of the dual roster drivers, so you run both series, but y'all starting to pick it up as we saw Caleb Hunt get his first top 10 of the season. So how's the team of Here to Win esports, how they been doing so far?
Definitely good chemistry. I mean, we all pretty know each other for a while and raced with each other, so we're pretty good already coming in. Definitely getting Caleb up to speed too, so that was good to see him. I think he got maybe a top 5 in one of the stages, so it's good to see him up there. I don't know, man. We just need a little bit of luck on our side. But other than that, we definitely have some fast guys and some fast cars. For
sure. And I'll ask some question to you as I asked Matt. You showed a lot of speed at Atlanta, potential even maybe could have won there. If you remember, you battled out with your teammate Burster with second. Do you think you got a good shot going in tomorrow for the Cup Series? Or are you just looking for a good, solid, clean run?
Definitely been working on the car. I think maybe a top 5, hopefully. Definitely a top 10. I feel like we're going to be up there for sure. Did a lot of work, have a good long run car. And hopefully we get the whole team up there.
For sure. Thank you, Jason, for your time at the booth. That was Kellogg Jason driving the 99 Toyota Supra for the Here to Win esports team. Once again with a solid top 2, excuse me. And making his first start in the league since season 1. And if everybody know, I believe that was around a year and a half ago was when we started out what was known as the Midnight Broadcasting Network, now the Valor Racing League. He ran with us with the number 98 car for our Xfinity Series. My memory is that good. But today he comes in for the number 7 car for Montgomery Motorsports and drives his number 7 to a win, and was about as fast as that paint scheme was, the Dale Jr. throwback. But Ty, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Ty brought it out, the number 7 Brandt Chevy Camaro, the throwback to Dale Jr., and that dominating race that he had at Daytona. And you were just as dominant in Stage 3. Mixed it up in 1 and 2, and showed your speed in Stage 3 when it went green. Now walk us through your race.
Well, I remember before the race that I didn't want to do what I did at Auto Club in Season 1, which I got caught in the catch fence and went multiple laps down. So I didn't want to do that, so that was goal number 1. But other than that, Stage 1, rolling off P3, we were pretty quick. I just wanted to make sure that I got stage points there, and then same thing in Stage 2. Didn't really have any complaints with the car. Really good racing up front. Just didn't have as much in Stage 1 for Bird as I did in Stage 2. And then Stage 3, I thought it wasn't going to go green for the long run, and then once we got there, we made pit stops. No complaints with the car. Matt had one heck of a hot rod tonight, built under us.
For sure, and once again, hopefully you're able to make every other race. Unless we can make an exception for you, but I'm sure with the rule being that you have to, in order for your win to count for the playoffs, you have to make 12 of the 15 regular season races and be top 16 in points. I believe there were 26 cars who had started a race today, so going into today, so you got some work to do. Do you think you can make your way to 16th and show up for every race so you can make the playoffs?
I mean, I think showing up to every race is probably going to happen. I mean, I don't have any worries about that, but obviously, with what I learned tonight, with how competitive everybody is, it's going to be a challenge to get to the top 16, but if we have as much speed on number 7 for the rest of the season as we did tonight, and just kind of leaning on Matt and helping everybody out, helping Tornado out, I think the number 7 could definitely do it. For sure. We expected you after that race, that dominating performance, like I said, in Stage 3. First win in the league, first start since about a year and a half ago, but how do you feel about that? I mean, it's definitely a reliever as far as getting to the playoffs. It takes one of the 2 steps out that I have to do, but to come back and have that type of speed and not really talking to Matt for about 40 minutes before the race and not talking to Tornado at all. I ran with Matt before, that's about it, but I'm definitely optimistic about the rest of the season and what we can do. For sure. Ty, thank you for your time in the booth. Congrats on your first win. Hopefully that will come to many more. As, once again, Ty Hazard, driver of the number 7 Chevy Camaro for the Montgomery Motorsports team, gets it done in Kentucky. Thank you for your time. Congrats on your first win once again. Thank you.
And with that, that will close it up for us. Final thoughts, though. Overall, stage 1 and 2, or stage 1 showed problematic for guys getting used to racing with each other on a track like Kentucky. The turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, both aprons, seemed problematic to start the race. But once stage 2 got around, got a little bit better. Not as many. I believe we had 2 cautions in stage 2 for apron incidents. But when we got to stage 3, it was clean and green, and it showed some fantastic racing. And the fast guys who had the fastest cars showed out. As once again, you saw Ty Hazard came out there. He was gone. Gapping everybody. Then you saw a pack of 3 cars, which included Jason in the 99. We had Matt in the 9, who y'all heard from in minutes prior, and also the 90 Mateo, who was battling with that group. Finished P4, fantastic run for him. And you had another major pack that was 6th. That was 5th on back. Yeah, sorry, you had 5th, Billy Holcomb all by himself. Him and Burster battling out. As we said, Burster had a great car tonight. Unfortunately, spun going to pit road, which caused him to go from 2nd to where he finished at 6th. And then you had the other hectic pack, I would call it, that included guys like the number 39 Cyber K Bonnet, who had a very good run tonight. The number 39 car, you had Runner Rhodes in there, the 44, the 19 of Brennan, even Caleb Hunt getting a very good finish in P10. But with all that, that will close it out for us here in the booth. Slager, once again, represent the Valor Racing League in the Speedway Collective National Series. Once again, congrats to Ty Hazard on winning at Kentucky in, I forgot the name of the race. I've never done that. In the Solidago 150, as I said, I literally gave the what the race meant when the race started. The state flower for the Kentucky, state of Kentucky. The Solidago 150 was won by Ty Hazard. Congrats to him once again. We'll see you guys on the channel tomorrow night, as you'll hear Jimster and Koala in the booth for tomorrow night's Bluegrass State 200 at Kentucky. But we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you guys. Good night.